Good morning, my family. Welcome back to another day. Day 5. Trying to get this thing done. Just got through getting loaded in Morgantown, West Virginia. And this place right here is in the middle of the mountains for sure. And we'll go through there right now. But you turn down this road that it looks like it's just a neighborhood, and that's where you're supposed to turn, and then finally at the end of this big hill, there's an industrial park, which I guess, I mean, with the amount of real estate they have around here to put places like this, they have to put them wherever they can, because I mean everything is mountains everywhere. So our day-to-day is going to be 100% mountains pretty much all day. So we're not going to probably not going to get a whole lot accomplished, but we're going to try as much as we can, really. But yeah, guys, this stuff is if y'all could really tell, I know it's not easy to tell in a truck. I mean, in a camera. But this hill right here is super steep, and what's crazy is at the very top of the hill you have to stop, and then you have to start all over again. That's when you come across the problems where you might break an axle or break something, because you have all that weight that you have to torque up the hill, and yeah, it's a lot of stress on the truck. So I got the pedal to the metal, and it's barely going up. 30 mile an hour. Steady, but it's barely going up. I might have to catch a gear before I get to the top. Look, it feels like it. There we go. Dropped one. Wait for the surge. Bam, there it is. And alright, so here we are at the top of the hill. Now it's time to stop, and hopefully we don't break nothing. It kind of levels out when you get to the top, kind of, sort of. And go ahead and go, buddy, because I'm gonna just slow you down. The next one, I'm sorry. So it kind of levels out a little bit right here, and then it goes up again, straight up. But I mean, that's a terrain. It's out here. I mean, it's beautiful out here, though. I ain't even gonna lie. It is beautiful. But this is what they deal with over here every day. All these dang hills. I guess it's beautiful for us that don't live here. But I'm guessing it gets a little bit annoying for them, especially during the winter when they get snow and ice and all that good stuff. Because they do get snow here. Quite a bit, actually, because they're not far from Great Lakes, and Lake Erie dumps a buttload of snow on all this area over here. And of course, you know, if you ever watch the Pittsburgh Steelers games, there's you could tell that it's, you know, they're always playing in the rain. I mean, in the snow. I know this might sound dumb, guys. I know it might sound dumb and it might not make sense, but that's one thing that I've always wanted to do, is to come watch really a Pittsburgh Steelers game. And I don't know why, because I'm a Texan fan myself, but I've always wanted to come watch a Pittsburgh Steelers game in the middle of a snowstorm. Call me crazy, but it seems like to me like that's the essence of football, is being out in the elements. I know back home in Texas we got nothing but stadiums with you know, they're all closed in, or they got the roofs open and closed and stuff like that. But like just being out in the open with this big snowstorm and watching a football game, I think that's pretty cool to me. But yeah, we see us going through this neighborhood, and then at the bottom of this hill there's a light. So we gotta watch our speeds coming down, because you definitely don't want to not be able to stop. You're not gonna lose your brakes from here to there, but if you're coming too fast, you're not gonna be able to stop good enough, and you don't want to end up going through that light and hitting the pole, hitting the house, and more important, all the cars that are going by. We definitely ain't trying to do that. Ain't trying to make the news anytime soon. That's for sure. Not that way, at least. So right here on the way up, we had to make a pretty hard right on the way up. Now it's the opposite, of course. And try not to hit nobody at the same time. Ooh, got close to that truck's hood, but they see a truck turning, and they pull up all the way up to the line. When they see that it's, I guess, I don't know, like, I'm not gonna blame just cars. It's just people in cars. I mean, we all do it too. We don't pay attention to our surroundings and not and don't think about courtesy. You know, that somebody's got to do something to get to where they're going to. But if you can help them get there easier, you know, just stay out of the way a little bit, especially for these big trucks, because we can't turn like everybody else can. So yeah, guys, we're gonna continue on this journey, headed back to Texas. I didn't really want to go back yet because, like I said, I wanted to do 30 days on the road, which I've only done once years ago, and I wanted to do it again. But it is what it is, and we just got to deal with it and head back home, which is not a negative at all, because I want to go home and see my babies, my family, my wife. So just head back that way. We'll catch you guys a little bit later on, and I'm gonna record a lot of this mountain driving so you guys can kind of check it out. It is beautiful up here, though. I ain't even gonna lie. So we'll see you guys a little later, all right? Truck stop in Flatwoods, West Virginia. I don't see nothing flat about here, but if y'all want to call it that, hey, there's not much to this town, I'll tell y'all that. There's a shopping center, of course, a Walmart, a truck stop, and a few restaurants. I stopped here because I hadn't eaten breakfast and I wanted to eat some breakfast, eggs, bacon, stuff like that. So that's why I pulled in here. Didn't really need to stop, but went ahead and did it anyways. See if we can get out of here anytime soon. Alright, let's see. Let's try this out. Let me out, let me out. Please let me out. Alright. Sorry guys, sorry. Apologize, my bad. Oh, ladies. She's like she's mad at the world. She's like she's mad at the world, boy. Woo. Yeah, it's been pretty much just up and down the whole way. Downshifting, upshifting, downshifting, upshifting. Watching your fuel needle just steadily go down and down and down and down. Watching your money roll by. Whatever you were making off the load is all coming off every time you hit a mountain. You go up a mountain, spending dollars. You go down a mountain, you're saving a little bit. Not as much as you wasted going up though. shopping center, I think that's pretty much it. There's like a little grocery store in there, like they sell it's like an Amish store. It's called bulk groceries, and then they sell a lot of like jarred stuff, cheeses, beef jerky, you know, stuff like that. A lot of pickled stuff, pickled everything. There's some stuff I seen there that was pickled that I don't think I could try it, but yeah. They had a shoe store, a cell phone store, Chinese restaurant, which is in almost every town, and a Mexican restaurant, which is in almost every town. And what else did they have? A nail salon. The DMV was also there. What else is there? Oh, a store where they sell all those gadgets and tools and stuff that I seen on TV type of deal. They got like, man, they had like so many TVs in there with DVD players, and you know, each little stand had the stuff that was playing on the little TV. I don't know, guys. Do you guys buy that kind of stuff? Like, I bought them before. Don't get me lying. But the thing about it is, like, when I bought it before, the stuff that you get never lasts. Like, it's a cool idea, but the materials it's made out of, they're no good. So, like, I don't know. That's just my opinion on that one. But so they had that store there, and a couple other stores, but it wasn't. I mean, it's like everything that you really need, essentially need, is all in that little plaza right there. And of course, the Walmart has got everything that little plaza sells in one place. So depends on what you want to do with that. But yeah, it was pretty interesting little town. And now we're back on the road. We were there a little bit longer than we should have, for sure. For sure. Oh, show, like we say back home. But yeah, we still got a long way to go. I thought I was going to say in a short time to get there, huh? No, I got time to get there. I got too much time to get there, really. But we're just going to keep on trucking along, guys. Keep on trucking along. Living the life, living the experience. I'm on the road. Catch you guys al ratito. A little bit later for those that don't understand Spanish. Gator on the road, what you gonna do? Ooh, people go crazy. They see a gator, they go crazy. Too far behind me, dang near hit the side of my trailer trying to get around that gator. I'd rather ran over the darn gator than to hit a semi. I don't know about y'all, but that's just me. But because I know they do some damage, but I'd rather tear up my car than potentially flip my car and kill everybody in it and myself. No, that dude, that person right there, he came like inches from catching my trailer right now. That's why, if you notice, I kind of swerved. I mean, unfortunately, you gotta think for other people. You gotta see ahead and decide what you need to do, like, for the split second, because like that situation there, if I wouldn't have gone over a little bit, I'm not gonna put myself in the ditch either, right? But I saw them behind me, I saw the car in front of me, I saw what the situation was on the road, so I kind of quickly prepared myself for it, you know. And that car behind me, if I wouldn't have gone over that white line a little bit, they would have hit me, for sure. For for sure they would have hit me on that one, because that's all they needed to hit me right now. So you see, I mean, it's not just the semis though. I mean, we gotta do it a little more, because of course we got all this weight and this big vehicle out here. But you guys too. I mean, in cars we do it too. You gotta always look ahead, pay attention to everything around you. That's why they always say, stay off your cell phones, because you got to stay alert for situations like that. Situations like that can make your life change in a split second. But enough of my rambling. We're going to keep on keeping on, guys. We'll catch you guys a little bit later. Guys, if you look up ahead, this weather is about to get crazy. I was looking at the line of thunderstorms earlier, and it's looking pretty bad. You see those clouds out there? That looks wicked. That looks crazy. So hopefully, I only got about 40 more minutes before I can stop, before I have to stop already anyways. But hopefully we can get to a safe spot before this storm cuts loose, because that's looking pretty crazy. Hopefully it doesn't have any hail or tornadoes, really. It's the biggest thing I'm concerned about right now is tornadoes. I mean, they're not as common here, but they happen here too. We're in Kentucky right now, and yeah, guys, it's looking pretty wild out here. So I'm gonna continue driving for the next about 30 minutes or so, trying to make it to a truck stop, make it to a safe spot. If it gets any worse, I'm gonna have to stop before, because as you can see, the wind is starting. Well, you guys can't see the wind kicking up, but I feel the wind already starting to kick up a little bit, which is even more concerning. And that sky up there, those clouds are moving. They're not sitting still. They're moving pretty quick, kind of towards the south there. So I just got to keep my eyes peeled, and hopefully nothing comes drops out of that sky like a tornado. But yeah, I mean, y'all can't see to my left, but you can see the big difference between the good weather and this stuff that's about to go down. Yeah, it's looking pretty creepy. So we're gonna keep it going. Trying to stay safe out here, guys. This is part of it. You got to deal with stuff like this. And, you know, when you're at home chilling, you don't really, I mean, you worry about it, right? Because you're at home, but, you know, a tornado could come and pick up your house. But at least you're with your loved ones. And when you're out here, you know, I think that's the biggest fear as a truck driver for anything, God forbid, to happen to us out here. Than going alone. You know what I mean? I mean, we're going to go alone anyways, but I mean, you know, there's no family anywhere near to you, and it just sucks. I think that's my biggest fear, to go out like that. But I mean, I don't want to have this as a negative thing, guys. I mean, we go through storms all the time, and there's storms that happen all the time. So we're just going to keep it safe, slow down a little bit, for so we don't lose traction of any sort. The good thing about tankers, guys, is that the wind really doesn't affect the trailer as much. It'll affect the truck, but like when you watch on TV, the trucks get toppled over and stuff. It's normally like the dry vans or the reefers, because they're like a kite. They catch the air real quick, and they, you know, when they get hit real hard, they flip over. On tankers, since it's round, it normally just goes around us and it doesn't mess with us much. So on that part, really, it doesn't bother me, doesn't worry me too much. But I mean, if it's a tornado, of course, it's gonna do its thing, and they can pick these trucks up and sling them across, you know, take them down with them for quite a distance. So we're gonna go ahead and pay attention to the highway, guys. I'm gonna end this video here. If I stop and we still have a little daylight and stuff gets worse, I'll probably, you know, not get out, but I'll bring my camera, pull my camera out, and show you guys and see if anything happens. But hopefully nothing happens, and everything will go smooth until I get to my truck stop that I'm supposed to go to. But with that being said, guys, thank you guys for being on this journey with me, on this 30-day journey. I appreciate you for joining me again. Those of you that are following me, thank you so much. And be good to one another. Help anybody that's contemplating suicide. Talk to them. Be their rock and help them get some help. Love you guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.